Ty Spiritual, and I'm back with another video, man. Simple. Now I'm gonna talk to you guys about the higher self and how hard it is to wake yourself up on this planet. Now, you came to this planet, you chose to be on this planet, and a part of you came down here to experience, and a part of you stayed out of this veil, out of this reality, in order to help guide that part that decided to come down and experience. So in reality, it's two aspects of you. You have you in the physical, and you have you as in your higher self. All right. Your higher self can't override your free will. It can't. It uses strategic ways to try to get you to go where you initially want to go. All right. But it can't just come in and just say, hey, you need to automatically do this. Hey, you need to automatically, hey, you need to put this in. It can't do that. It can't override your free will. And that free will is what makes this coming here and awakening yourself so challenging. And one of the most challenging places to wake up, and one of the most challenging planets to be on and wake up in the universe, because of that aspect. Awakening yourself spiritually is not easy. It's not easy. It can be emotionally draining, physically draining, mentally draining. It can be. Most likely it will be for you. You'll go through times where it feel like you're stagnant. You're not going anywhere. You're not progressing. You'll go through times where you feel intense pressure to be perfect, and you don't have to be perfect. Spirituality doesn't require you to be perfect. It just requires you to be your authentic self. I'm going to say that again. Spirituality does not require you to be perfect. It requires you to be your authentic self. Many came to this planet, and it's messed up. This matrix is messed up. A lot of humans walking around this planet don't care about the Great Mother, don't care about their environments. They just want to live in, the American dream. Succeed in the matrix, achieve in the matrix. Many are achieving in the matrix. They are, but they're not achieving spiritually. They're spiritually ignorant, and many, their higher self is trying to get to them, is trying to wake them up, but they don't want to listen. They don't want to hear it. And I'm not saying they're wrong or right for doing that. I'm not saying that's good or bad, because you got to understand, in this reality, there's positive polarity, there's negative polarity. Both exist for growth. You need both. But many people came to this planet to wake up and aid this ascension. And right now, they're just walking around on autopilot. History has been rewritten so much, tweaked so much, so many lies to keep people asleep, to keep people away from who they truly are. It's sad. You have people that have history, their history right in front of their face, and they're scared to look at it. They're scared. Why? Because they've been brainwashed that is evil. And that is demonic. In reality, it's not. Now, we can sit here and say it's the elite's fault for how messed up this planet is, and that's partially true. But us as the average people, and when I call them the elite, let me clarify. The elite of the matrix, all right? The elite of the matrix. That's the only thing they are elite in. I say that so people know what I'm talking about. They're not elite spiritually at all. Many of them lack the ability to even be spiritual at all. That's just the truth. It's time to wake up, y'all. It really is. Because people have to realize you don't have all day with this. You don't. The alarm clock is going off for many people, and people are still hitting the snooze button. People say ringing in the ears, ringing in the ears. Listen, if your ears are ringing, first of all, it's a positive thing. But it's also a sign that you still need to activate fully. Once you activate fully, that ringing stops. So when you hear ring in the ears, that's just a reminder. Hey, let's go. Get it together. Let's wake up. Do what you need to do. The alarm clock is going off. Don't hit the snooze button. Don't. And many people are still hitting the snooze button. They are. This planet is not easy. It's not. Seeing all this violence in the world, all this sense and killing, it will never make sense to many. Many will never become comfortable with seeing it. Even though they are aware of the negative and the positive polarity, seeing all this senseless violence can never normalize that. You can't. Many, not all, have a whole spiritual team that's guiding them, trying to wake them up, watching you, giving you certain signs. But they have to do it in a way where they can't override your free will. They can't. Once you raise your vibrational frequency enough, certain things will come back to you. Certain experiences will happen to you. And then you will realize, hey, I'm not in this alone. Hey, something is watching me. Hey, something is guiding me. That's true. So I'm not telling you to believe anything I'm saying. What I'm telling you is to have an understanding, okay? If you don't know this is the truth, fine. Just because when you don't know something, the possibilities of you knowing are infinite, all right? So don't settle for believing, because when you believe something, that simply means you don't know, but you're choosing to think that it's true. That's all that believe is. That's all that believe means. Leave believe behind. Leave that behind. You go to work, you want to know you're going to get paid. You don't want to believe you're going to get paid. They say they believe they're going to pay you. You're going to walk out the door. All right? This planet is not easy. The higher selves, the higher self. People speak on intuition. That voice in your head, that feeling that you don't need to do something, start paying attention to that if you haven't already. Because a lot of times, that's your higher self trying to get through to you, okay? But we've been taught to not follow that, to not even listen to that, to not even be aware that that is there. We've been taught that. We've been taught to just give our faith to something that's in the sky, a savior. We've been taught that. Many have been taught that. Nobody can save you. You must save yourself from within. All right? Raising your own vibrational frequency. Okay? What you're doing right now on this planet, being spiritual on this planet, aiding this ascension, that's the biggest service you can do to the universe right now. It is, because it's not easy. Spiritual people get scrutinized, get called crazy, get called weird. They get disowned by their family, laughed at, censored, even killed. Being spiritual right now is one of the toughest things you can, if not the toughest thing you can be on this planet right now, especially when you're speaking out and people know that you're spiritual. People know that you're striving to awaken yourself and activate yourself. People know that. So I made this video to remind you guys that what you're doing right now, don't think lightly of it. Don't think lightly of being spiritual, because some life forces wouldn't even come back here. They wouldn't even incarnate here. They wouldn't want to take on a human body here, because this is hard. This is difficult. You come to a planet, you incarnate, and you forget everything, mostly. Some things you can still recall. You forget everything. Now you got to go through the journey of finding out what you truly are. That's hard. That's difficult. And on top of that, you got all these distractions in the matrix, all these lies being told in the matrix. That's difficult. That's difficult. All right? Your higher self doesn't judge you. It doesn't. But it knows why you agreed to come here. And many of you agreed to come here to wake up. to aid this ascension, and most importantly, ascend. All right? Time to stop hitting the snooze button, man. It is. But again, what you're doing right now on Earth, on this planet, in the Milky Way galaxy, right now, is one of the biggest services you can be doing to the cosmos, because this is paving the way for other civilizations to achieve what we are achieving, what we are striving to achieve right now, ascending to a new dimension as an entire planet. Okay? So anyways, understand your higher self is there for you. It is. It's trying to wake you up. It's trying to guide you. All right? The more you connect with yourself, the more you raise your vibrational frequency. I'm trying to decide, should I say this or not, because I don't want to blow people's imagination up. Should I say this or not? The more you go within yourself, raise your vibrational frequency, the more aware you'll become to reality in its entirety. Okay? I'm going to say it again. The more you raise your vibrational frequency and go within yourself, align your chakras, the more you will become aware to reality in its entirety. Okay? These two eyes, what they see, are limited. This is why you need to activate this third eye, pineal gland. That can access different dimensions, how can I put this? That can access different dimensions, different levels of reality that is around us. All right? So understand this. This is no small feat, what we're doing right now on this planet, helping this planet. This is no small feat. All right? Other ETs out there know about us. They know about the humans on Earth. They know. The Watchers sure do know, because they're watching us. People want to call it the Galactic Federation. They're watching us. All right? This is a tough planet to wake up on. Many incarnated in tough families, tough situations. But you did that for a reason. You did that so you can learn lessons quickly, gain experience quickly. So when this time came around for you to wake up and for this ascension to really amp up, you will already be ready. The tougher the life, the more experiences, the more lessons. And every experience is a lesson. Understand that. All right? So you may have a tough life. That's most likely for a reason. Use your experiences to help those now. You may didn't have somebody to help guide you through those dark times. But now you're in a position to help guide somebody else that can be dealing with something that's similar to what you were going through back then. All right? So understand this. Your higher self is there. It's watching you. It's guiding you. All right? Don't ignore it. Now, let me make this perfectly clear. I'm not saying when you meditate, automatically go and say, okay, higher self, higher self, higher self. Don't even focus on that. Connecting with that will come naturally. All right? It's not going to happen overnight, but it will come naturally. All right? Reality will be revealed to you naturally. Okay? The universe you only experience what you are ready to handle. This is why many people get frustrated, because they're not experiencing certain spiritual things, because the reality is you're not ready to handle it yet. Or you're not even at the vibrational frequency to match that experience. Okay? Who you really are is waiting on you. It's waiting on you. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Remember, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. If you want another video to watch, click that video that's popping up somewhere on your screen. And if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Ty Spiritual signing out, bro. Until we meet again, I see you.